welcome back to another video with That's Awkward ASMR. My name is Tatiana, and today I'm going to be sharing kind of my review of the Hori Split Pad Pro. This was gifted to me by JustAddSazon from my Throne wishlist. You can always check that out down below. Thank you so much, and big shout out to JustAddSazon for this gift. There were two gifts inside of the package, and I unboxed both of them inside of a live stream, so be sure to go check that out. I will link that as well in the pinned comment, so you can go and see me unbox those if you would like. It was a case as well to fit the Switch with the Split Pad Pro, and yeah, I'm absolutely loving this. Like, I use this literally almost every day now. I absolutely love it, even though it does make the Switch a bit bigger. Basically, it's like a Pro controller split in half and put on your Switch, and it makes, like, there's no thumb cramping or anything like that, and it's the best way to play handheld, I think. It's just so comfortable for me. So I hope you enjoy this mini review, and thank you again to JustAddSazon for the Throne gift. I appreciate it very much, and I really truly love it. And like, I don't even want to use JOYCONS anymore because it's so comfortable. So without further ado, let's jump into the mini review. The first thing that I want to say about the Hori Pad Pro Split, the Hori Split Pad Pro, I believe that's what it's called, is one, these are officially licensed, so they're not a third-party brand or anything like that. They're not going to if they break, it's not like kind of sus, or there's no firmware update and they may not work anymore. These were made by Hori and licensed by Nintendo, so they're 100% Nintendo licensed. They have a lot of different colors. They have a Legend Arceus version, which I was super tempted at like looking into because it looked really cool. I personally got the Pac-Man version, and not because I like Pac-Man, it's because it looks so cool. Like, the blue and the reds and the yellows just pop so much, and I think they look really sick, especially when they're on my Switch. I really like it, so that's why that's the one that I kind of put on the wish list. But they have anything from, I think they have Pikachu and Eevee, Pokemon, they have a gold Pikachu version, or even more regular colors if you're into that low-key design. They have black, which I think is supposed to be translucent, but it doesn't look very translucent, but they have black, blue, and red as well. So lots of different options, lots of like licensed ones, like I think there's a Monster Hunter one as well, or Daemon Ex Machina. Lots of really cool different designs, and they seem to be adding them because the Arceus one is I think it just got released in April, so also pretty new. I don't know if all of them are exactly the same, but with the specific Pac-Man version that I got, the buttons and are very comfortable. First of all, I find that they are very well spaced and they're comfortable to use. The D-pad is very nice. It's definitely not, as I would say, squishy as the Pro controller. It's a much nicer D-pad, one I kind of wish was on the Pro controller, but it's very nice. I don't find it to be anything to be wrong with it. It's very comfortable, and I enjoy the press down. It's a nice feeling. The sticks are great. They're actually like rubber. It's like a very soft, rubbery, like very soft rubber. It's not like the type that's on like a Joy-Con or anything. It's very soft. Again, I don't know if that's just because this is like a special version because it's Pac-Man, and all of the buttons, like the assign button, turbo button, the home button, plus minus buttons, those are actually rubber, and they're like a soft rubber as well, so they're really nice to press. Sometimes I just press them because it feels nice. I don't know, it's a very tactile feeling, and I really love it. So that is that. The top buttons are very comfortable as well. The L, ZR, ZL, R, and L. I don't know why that messed me up. They're very comfortable. They're also quite large, so it's very easy to press them, and you don't accidentally press one or the other. Very comfortable. There is a back button as well. I think I mostly have pictures of all this stuff because, again, my camera was not doing it for me. So, yeah, I got mostly the back buttons I don't press by accident, but you can actually set them. I haven't done that because I haven't had a need to do that, but that's a really cool option for those of you who maybe play, for example, like Fortnite on there, or I don't know, any type of shooter, not just Fortnite, but any type of shooter. It might be cool to like bind that so you don't have to like move your hands off anything, or any buttons and stuff like that. And also the turbo and aside buttons, I haven't used those, but I know those can be useful as well. So if you're interested in those, you might be interested in this more comfortable way to play handheld. The actual Split Pad Pro, size of them, it's not like necessarily a pro controller. If you look at them side by side with the Joy-Con, they're much bigger than a Joy-Con. They are quite large, but not I wouldn't say like crazy big, but they're much bigger than a normal Joy-Con. Therefore adding size to the Switch as a whole. I'm assuming it's similar to what I would assume a Steam Deck would look like or feel like, with the width of it. But it's still, great to use. And they're not, like, when they're on the Switch, they don't feel too big necessarily. It actually feels just like a perfect fit, compared to the Joy-Con. But as you can see, compared to the Joy-Cons, they're a little bigger. They're not very wide, though. Like, they're not very thick. I think thick is what I'm looking for. They're not very thick. They are obviously a bit thicker than the Joy-Con, but they aren't, like, very huge when you hold it. Like, it doesn't feel super like a giant thing, and my hands aren't necessarily very large. I couldn't get Max to try it out. My brother, he has large hands, and he just, I don't know, didn't want to try it out. So, I'm assuming I've heard in other reviews and stuff for larger hands, it is a much better fit. For me, it was much better fit. So I would, like, even for me, it was better. I would assume for larger hands, it would be a much better fit compared to the Joy-Con because it is so small. Especially like on the Switch when you're holding it, I get thumb cramps a lot because that space from A to the side is so small. And then sometimes when you're tapping A lot, you get those cramps. But like there's a huge like space. I think I tried in one of the videos to show you, there's a huge space on my thumb from specifically on the left side, just from the thumbstick and then over to like the D-pad. There's a really good space there, so I'm never gonna get cramps and stuff. I've played Breath of the Wild, I've played Pokemon Legends Arceus, I've played some games like I did some Mario Kart, but I don't think I recorded it. I've played some Fortnite on it. I've played a bunch of different genres of games just to do tests to see if I would get tired, and I never did. It was a super comfortable experience for the whole time I've played with it. I've played with it hours at a time and found it to be really comfortable and like never cramping or anything like that. All the buttons were easy to use. It was a really great experience. It's one that actually I tried to go back to Joy-Cons. I took those off in like 20 minutes. Like it was not as comfortable. And even though it does add, it's a bit bigger. Obviously, it's quite bigger. For me, I have like a bag usually with me when I leave the house anyway. So for me, it's not that big a deal. But maybe if you don't have a bag with you and you're just walking out with your Switch or something, or you want it to be even more portable, this may not be the best thing for you to take with you. But I've been taking it anyway. I don't really care, and I've been like taking it when I go to a doctor's office. I have to sit and wait, or when like even in my living room curled up in a ball, like someone's watching a movie and I'm half watching it. It's like so comfortable to just curl up and like play with like a better handheld experience. And I've actually noticed I've played more in handheld recently, preferably because of how comfortable it is over playing with like at my PC. I just go and sit on the couch in the living room and chill. It's a really nice experience. I found also the button responses are great, even though there is no rumble inside of this. They're very lightweight. There's no battery inside of it. So if they're not attached to your Switch, they're not going to work. There's no power, there's no lights or anything. Only when they're plugged into your Switch, like on the sides through the rails, that's when it will work. So if you're also thinking of this being something you can just take off your Switch and play with at your TV, you won't be able to do that. I feel like at that point though, you just have a Pro controller usually, so I don't know why a lot of people would want that. But if that is something that you do want, then maybe this one also isn't something that you'd be interested in. I know there are some third-party ones that look really interesting, but they're a bit expensive, and they have like all these different capabilities. But the thing is, Nintendo could always do like a software update and just make sure you can't use them anymore. So that's always the risk using something not licensed. So the fact that this is licensed, you're never going to have that issue. There are no firmware updates or anything like that because they're just plug and play, which I personally enjoyed because all those features for me weren't that big a deal because if I'm home, I'm just going to use my Pro controller anyway. You can't turn on the Switch like pressing the home button if it's sleeping. They don't do that, so you just quickly press the top on and off button to wake up your Switch, and then it will be able to work, and they register as gray Joy-Cons. I checked to see because I want to see how it registered. So they register as gray Joy-Cons, and they basically work from there, but again, no rumble. For me, when I'm in handheld, I don't really care about rumble too much. It's not a deal breaker for me, but maybe that's something you really like and you rely on, so maybe it may not be for you if that's what you enjoy, but I personally don't mind, and I've been enjoying playing a ton of games on it. So all in all, over the past 3 weeks, I have really thoroughly enjoyed using these. I find, like I said, it's my go-to. I've been playing way more in handheld just because it's more fun now, like it's more comfortable. I'm enjoying it way more, so I definitely am like letting myself play handheld more, laying on the couch, chilling. I've played a lot of Cat Cafe Manager on there like that, and it's been so comfortable. It's just such a much more comfortable like way to play, and it is big though. It does add a lot. I didn't get a chance to do a comparison between two Switches, but you can imagine with the Switch like pictures. Maybe I'll try and like do the pictures side by side so you can see. It is much bigger than it. With the case, it feels even bigger. If you see the unboxing, it's like a premium kind of case. It was like JustAddSazon popped up, like it was crazy. And so yeah, I'm really thankful for this. I love it. It's brought back my handheld experience because I often would just be like, oh, handheld, like my thumbs are gonna cramp, I'm not gonna have a good time. And I've been playing more of my Switch on there and more games, and it's been a lot of fun. So definitely check out the Hori Split Pad Pros if you're interested. Again, they have tons of colors, but like, let's be real, Pac-Man looks cool. Like, I don't like Pac-Man that much, but these look sick. Like, they just look sick. You gotta admit, they look really nice. So if you're interested, they have a ton of different colors and stuff you can check out. I think even like Walmart, I think I saw it in Walmart a while ago. Like, I think I saw like the black and red and blue ones. I think I saw like the typical colors. I think maybe the specialty you have to get online. They were from Amazon. That's where they were from, thrown through to Amazon. So again, thank you out to JustAddSazon. I literally love your gift so much. I use it every single day, and it's so helpful. Everyone who's bought thrown gifts have, this stuff has been so helpful for making content and just making it easier to make content. And so I appreciate you guys, and for this, it's been so much nicer to just sit and play games and chill and take a break. And I've been absolutely loving the Split Pad Pros. And I think the reason, I'm not gonna lie, Max didn't want to try it is because he's jealous. I think he low-key wanted some, and he's afraid if he tests mine, he'll never want to play a different way. I think that's what it was, because the first thing he said is, oh, now I could play Smash in handheld, because his big hands do, he cannot play Smash in handheld. He literally never uses his handheld, even though he wants to sit in the living room sometimes and chill. Maybe we'll have to look into getting one. I don't know. But that's on him. He's getting his own. He can go rake some leaves or something. I'm not sharing with him. This was my gift. But yeah, that's about it. It's just a quick video kind of letting you guys know. I'm giving a shout out to JustAddSazon because I appreciate your gift so much. And like, honestly, I think it's so cool. I think more people should definitely check out these. If you have these, let me know down below what you think of them. If you're thinking of picking them up, let me know. I will leave links in the description. They're not going to be affiliate. I lost my affiliate with Amazon months ago, but I will leave some links. They might look huge for some reason. If you're not affiliate links, they look huge. But I will leave links for you guys down below to check them out. But yeah, let me know what you think about them. Thank you again to JustAddSazon. And as always, I hope that you have sweet, sweet dreams of gaming.